I love these old educational films from the 40s, 50s, 60s. These things I love them. They're so much fun. And like, I think it's so weird that an organization, and they're usually put out by, I don't know, the Department of Health or Department of Education. The government decided we need to tell these kids about hygiene and shit like that. Now, I don't give a fuck. So there's two of them here. One is from 1949. It's Act Your Age. This is, I guess, people being immature. They wanted people to man up, you know, something like that. So here's a little of Act Your Age, a Coronet film. I was still watching Coronet films when I was in school. It was a 1949 thing. Emotional maturity. Oh.
Looks like Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Indiana University.
Where the manliest of men go.
What are these 30-year-olds doing in school?
How did this woman sit next to me?
What is she doing in a math class?
Yeah. I think Johnny Cash wore that to perform at Folsom Prison.
Yeah, look at his shirt. Uh-oh. Somehow
8, 6, 17 equals women belong in the kitchen.
Uh-oh. What is that?
Who didn't refill my pencil?
Damn it! Just gives up? Uh-oh. N-I...
It always goes out at the second one.
Yeah. Oh. What an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll just carve it into my forearm. Please tell me that's not my father.
What's that gonna do? I think he saw it. What does this have to do with maturity?
Sir, now are you covering up another swastika?
It's your hands, kid. Filthy thumb. Mr. Edward, principal.
Yeah. It's just a hospital bill.
Yeah. My principal's Walt Disney.
Mr. Stark, my teacher told me to give this to you.
Yes, Jim. What is it?
Well, Mr. Evans, Miss Black wanted me to bring this to you.
Miss Black, how did she get
I thought they didn't teach in your school. You paid good money for this.
Tonight at 8? You got it.
I love that the record skipped.
Take a seat.
I understand you have an unusual pencil, Jim.
Yes, sir. That is, it's nothing special.
But you're rather proud of it.
It has my name on it. I won it in an essay contest.
May I see it?
The pen? No, your dick. I see it.
Now bend over. Whack!
Personally, I think that something like this is better for carving.
Oh, shit.
I'll fix the desk.
Principal pulled a knife on me.
How did you get that on the flight, Dad?
You won't be able to tell where I scratched it at all.
That's a good idea, Jim.
I'll begin today after school.
That would be fine.
First.
Well, what else do you want me to do, Mr. Edmonds?
He's a great actor.
Perhaps you can help me with the problem.
I've got this boner.
My prostate.
Yes,
I need you to milk my prostate.
Tell me if you can read the smallest line.
And you won't be using that pen of yours.
Remember what I told you about coughing?
But in one important way, they're all alike. They're all growing up.
Is that the problem, Mr. Edmonds?
Yes, growing up is a problem. Because
I like hairless young boys.
I
will
remember
soon
one
be
time
too
I
legal
watched some
for
of the
me.
boys play ball. You've probably seen it too. The boys were all about your age. In years, they're young men. But sometimes in their behavior,
They act like children?
that's it. A boy batting struck out, and what a fuss he made. He was a young man in years, but the way
I've
he
seen this
behaved
with old guy
was
like
more
playing
in keeping with a
softball.
Is it Manny
5-year-old.
Machado?
Sundays.
When you see a child do the same thing, you think, oh, well, he'll grow up sometime. But
It's
at
just a
15 or
ground ball. Get in
16,
front
this
of it.
boy was still reacting the same way. He
Oh
was
my
still showing
God! Okay.
violent temper when little things went wrong
Cue
for
his
him.
wife throwing his clothes out the window onto the front
So
lawn.
the question is,
That man
Why
was
doesn't he
Babe
grow up?
Ruth.
why does he still behave as a child?
Grow up and
How
smoke
can
on the
we help
pitcher's
him
mound,
get rid of
son.
these
Imagine your
leftovers
principal
from
dressed
childish
like that
behavior?
every day.
I can't imagine
That
my
sort of
principal
behavior we
talking to me in
call
that
an-
tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you hitting on me?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? They never call you into the office for anything like that.
All right. Let me tell you, here at Epstein University, we have the
Yeah.
utmost respect for minors.
There's a flight we'll take you on that'll teach you to stay young forever.
You know where little lost boys go, do you? Captain Hook and Epstein Island.
Rest like that every day.
Infantile reaction.
Infant. Well, whatever it is, it spoils the game for others.
Yeah.
Why can't he act his age?
Well, says the guy who carved shit into a desk.
I guess scratching a desk spoils it for others, too.
Ah.
Why can't I act my age, eh?
That's what I'd like to know, Jim. Well, you know what to do about the desk. But now this pencil.
Throw it at your teacher in a fit of
If you were a
rage.
first grader, I'd just keep it, wouldn't I?
Oh,
The
but
kid's in
Mr.
first
Edmonds,
grade?
I'm not.
He said if you were a first grade.
The
Yeah.
kid was
Not
in
a
Looked a
first
lot
grader.
older just post-war.
God damn it, you're 5
Oh,
years
you're
old.
not.
Act like it, son.
So suppose you start fixing that desk. Come back for your pencil when you feel you're ready for it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Now let me tell you about
Goodbye,
how I killed 20 Jerrys one day in Brussels.
I carved
Why
my
can't I
initials in
act my
17 Nazis.
17 Nazi
That's
heads.
a good one. Oh, well.
He's got to fix it.
Fix up the desk.
Hey,
and
you know what a
forget about the whole
lawsuit they'd
thing.
have? Oh, he cut his hand on one of the tools in
Pencil
shop.
Not against the grain,
Oh,
you
yeah.
cock.
Maybe one of these pencils will do it.
What's he doing? Carving it again? Oh no, he's gonna break the pencil.
Ugh.
What an idiot.
Was that a number 2?
Hey, act your age.
Yeah, not your shoe
No use
size.
getting sore. That won't open the can.
You know, I say that to myself when I put my fist through sheetrock at home.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello?
Hey.
Calmly say, hey,
Oh,
act
Mr.
your
Olson.
age.
Uh-oh.
Need some help, son?
Oh, here comes fucking
Why,
a beautiful
yes.
mind to solve the
You have a
riddle.
knife or something to open this?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
guess so.
something right here.
I'm using yours
Let
to
me get
carve
this
up a
restraining
desk, I
order to
see.
open that for
No,
you.
a pencil. A pencil? Bright crop of young fellows in
What are
this
you, an
school.
asshole?
Every day think up a new way to act like babies. Never grow up.
That's hilarious.
Still little boys playing with marbles. Pencils, knives.
Bend over that desk.
pulling
I'll
girls'
show you
hair.
a man.
Let me show you the
Well,
Great Depression.
There's no sense in cleaning up here until you're through. I'll come back later.
Well,
He's like, you're just gonna fuck something else.
off to make
Still
50
little
cents an hour
boys.
now.
Playing with marbles, eh? Huh. But maybe it's true. Remember what Bill did yesterday.
Does this guy have any
He was
friends?
sitting right there.
It's just the janitor.
Yeah. Oh. What did
I
Bill-
guess he thought no one was looking when he took Gene's notebook. Was he cheating?
rubbed his balls on it.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
He wrote, Gene is a
Probably.
fuggly slut.
And that's a childish
Gene
thing
is
to
the
do.
president of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Vote
That's a
for me,
child
student
way.
class council.
And there was Phyllis the other
Wally
day.
Cleaver looking.
She seemed to be worrying about something. And when
God,
Miss
Gene looks
Black called her,
35.
and she wasn't ready with an answer,
He called her the wrong pronoun.
Edith thought it was
Phil
something
Collins
terrible that
Andrews
had
she's
happened.
got there. Oh, fuck.
She almost
My pronouns are
cried,
Jen and Assis.
just like a little girl.
Just like a little girl.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
An
the ticket.
infantile reaction. Why don't we act our age?
He's. I think I
I'm
need to
going
shoot
talk
up
to
this.
Mr. Edmonds again. After
way he
school
sounds.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I got a weapon at home. My dad
I've
brought
given it a
a
lot of
Luger
thought
from
and-
the war.
Well,
You know,
I'm
if I
not
cut the
only
front
one.
of this coveralls, they'll turn into a trench coat.
Yeah.
I've given it a lot of thought, and, well, I'm not the only one, Mr. Edmonds.
You know, he's ratting
Everyone
out
seems
everybody.
to act
That's
childish
fucking petty,
sometimes.
too.
But I don't understand just why.
No one likes
Well,
a rat,
it's-
Jimmy.
Partly because of the way we grow up.
By the way, your
Your
janitor
body's
talks
growing up
very
now,
close to
Jim.
my face.
You're growing much taller these years.
Your
Oh,
dick
boy.
is
It may
getting
be some
bigger.
years more before your shoulders really broaden out and you become fully grown. Growing up emotionally is much the same. Different parts of our personalities grow at different rates. Some of us never grow up entirely.
Some of us want to
So
be
one
15
side of a
forever.
fellow's
Like
personality
Harry, the
could be
tail
grown
gunner
up.
on my B-17.
and another still
He'll never
infantile.
grow up.
Is that
His
right?
brains were splattered all over the
For
South
example,
Pacific.
you've
In
seen
his
the girl-
initials, no less.
Yes. Some men didn't get to grow up, Jimmy. Like all my buddies. The lousy Hun took them all.
Now think about that when you glue that poor hussy to the seat next time.
Oh, thank you, Luby.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Lovely Luby.
It's hilarious.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. For example, you've seen the girl who always has to win an argument.
Oh, boy.
Most of the
called
time,
my
she
wife.
behaves like a young lady.
That's every fucking
But let
woman.
someone disagree with her. Well, she might just as well be 5
Almost see
years
nipples
old.
through that.
We see reactions
one's
like this with young children. Then there's the fellow who can't take a joke. He laughs as hard as
Greg
anyone at
Opie
most
Hughes
jokes,
was-
but when the joke's on him, watch out.
You don't want to be a pussy now, do you,
His
Jimmy?
5-year-old brother would
There he
react the
is.
same way.
Wah, boss made fun of my shirt.
I don't see the beach in the background.
There's the boy who constantly shows off to gain attention.
He's called a gay man.
There's the girl who cries over trifles.
Trifles.
Then remember,
trifles, like
there's the
rape.
ball player who becomes violently angry when he loses out.
Yeah, we were.
Becomes a wrestler and kills his family.
Those are some of the many infantile reactions we see around us every day. They indicate that a part of one's personality isn't growing up with the rest.
All right.
I would love for this guy to just get up with no pants on and see, and that's why you've got to act like an adult, Jimmy.
Now, Jimmy.
You know the most adult thing you can do right now.
Growing up isn't always easy, Jimmy. This one is Going Steady. This is from 1951. And, going steady was a thing, a pretty big step back with kids, especially back then. You didn't want a rep. You didn't want a bad rep. You didn't want to get a girl knocked up. But there's a little thing about going steady. Of course, another car that fell.
I hope that principal's just divorced now in therapy.
Oh, he's long dead, I'm sure. Family sociologist, University of Berkeley. Huh? This is a story of two young people who face the question, going steady? The question is not answered for them. It is not, what? Not answered for them. It is not answered for you. What? I don't know what that said. The film is designed to explore the problems, some of the things you have to consider when you face the question, going steady? Right?
Don't poke her tits with the science pin. Oh, is she gonna do the he loves me
My
not?
vagina hasn't opened like these flowers yet. I don't know what to do.
What a nice summer's eve.
Ma. Ah, you're icky.
Hello?
What did I tell you about answering my
Yes,
phone,
it's
boy?
here. It's for you, Barney. Told you so.
Barney.
Well,
What's his mother,
Marie,
60?
Oh my god. Wasn't she the Wrangler in A League of Their Own?
I do wish
got a
you'd
Jim
try
Norton
going
chin
out
on
with
her.
some of the other boys as well as Jeff.
Why? Mother, I like Jeff a lot.
I know, dear. I like him too.
Oh, how much?
Oh.
After all, there are other boys in the world.
Threesome?
If there are, I wish one of them had called.
Now, would you date with one if he did call?
Of course.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather go out with Jeff, but I wish the others wouldn't ignore me so. Oh, Mother, that's
Typical
the whole
woman.
trouble. Jeff
Your
doesn't
titties
ask me,
aren't
he
big
just
enough,
shows
honey.
up.
I want to be tied
knows
down,
I'll
but I
be
don't want
waiting
people to
for him.
ignore me.
So he doesn't call.
Should I go to the
Neither
black
does
side of
anyone
town,
else.
Mom?
There are disadvantages
Ask your
to
father.
going steady.
After he kills you.
Going steady?
Nice get up she's got.
Yeah, really.
Yes. I guess I have been going steady with Jeff.
Wow.
We never talked
what
about it,
A hussy.
but then we've dated regularly for quite a while.
Dating.
But it's not serious. Really, it isn't.
Well,
You just keep saying we
I
don't
hope
need
Jeff doesn't
commitments.
feel that he has
Let's
the
not
right
put
to-
labels on things.
Tell me what you do with
Oh,
Jeff.
Mother.
That was Alice. She wanted me to come over and make some fudge with her.
Make some fudge.
Girls. But I guess I'll go
That
anyway.
kid likes Jeff too.
Don't worry, Marie. I'm sure that if Jeff likes you as much as you seem to like him, you'll be over.
I'll hear you through the walls
Uh-oh.
tonight.
I can't wait to see this guy. Hey, wait, it's the guy
this
that
guy.
didn't grow up. Kid, wait a
Let me show you what I do with the baseball bat now.
Holy shit, look at that phone. They couldn't fathom an iPhone.
Hello? Oh, hello, Jeff.
Who's this, Jeff?
Diane, you know the senior class play is coming up a week from next
Fucking
Friday.
Jeff.
Oh my God,
Well,
what did you
I
get
wonder if
held
you'd like
back,
to go
Jeff?
with me.
Yeah. You know, the senior dance is
Jeff,
coming
but
up.
You know
and
I'm going
But college
steady,
seniors
don't
aren't
you?
allowed there, Jeff.
Hal and
if I could get some time off from my
Besides,
construction
what happened
job.
between you and Marie?
Between me and Marie. What?
Jeff, Marie is my friend. Besides, everybody knows you
My
two are going
special
steady.
friend?
What?
Don't try to pretend.
Going steady?
Why that two timing?
Well, thanks anyway, Diane.
Bitch.
Is he in the National Guard?
Yeah.
Going steady?
He just tallies off another
Everybody
lesbian on the
knows.
wall.
Everybody but me.
Oh, so they
Am
think
I
he's...
going steady? What does that mean? How did I get into
I
this
didn't
anyway?
even get a blowjob. How could I be going
Well,
steady?
I
Time
have
to
had
pull out
quite
the
a
hit
few
list.
dates with Marie.
Look at the
We've had
picture he
fun,
carries
too.
around. It's all covered in
Lots of
jizz.
fun. We've liked each other all along.
Why is this picture so crusty?
done
Well,
all
that's how
sorts
they
of
were
things
back in
together.
our day.
Like the time I
It was
taught
the
Marie how to
development
skate.
fluid they used. Turned into a flaky powder.
We
In a
sort of-
very, very dark
Well,
room.
we seem to get along.
Yeah, these two should be fucking.
I like it
There
that
you
way.
go with the guy.
There you go.
Yes,
Whore.
it's fun to date Marie.
Yeah.
But going
After I come,
steady,
I don't want to be around her
that
anymore.
makes it sound so
I just want to
exclusive.
drive in my Chevy Bel Air out of there.
Everybody knows, eh?
It's great to have you spend an evening at home for a change, Jeff.
Is this the father?
Quite a while since we played.
You could see me smack mom later.
Your move.
3 more moves till I flip the table and call you a queer.
This Marie Miller you've been dating seems like a fine girl.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Tits are a little small, but she seems
Mine is.
nice.
I've noticed the way her cones
Are
shake
you sure
towards
you
you.
want to move there?
I guess I better not play anymore tonight. I'm not so hot.
All
Why is
right.
your end of the table lifting up, son?
Something else on your mind?
Is that the principal?
The kids have all got the idea that Marie and I are going steady.
Look at the wife's looking like I better not even fucking say a word. This guy's gonna have a
You
fucking
haven't dated
France
anyone else for
Normandy
quite a while.
flashback.
But we
Beth,
haven't
go get
agreed
my
on
Hungry Man
anything.
dinner ready.
I mean, we haven't even talked about going steady. We just...
You just sort of
A
go
virgin.
steady.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Perhaps that's the
These
best way to go
bitches
about
try
it.
to rope you in, son.
You've dated Marie a
Like
few
your mom
times.
did.
You've enjoyed the dates
Son, let me
together.
tell you something my father once
You're in
said.
the habit
Bitches
of
ain't shit but
dating
hoes
each
and
other.
tricks.
As long as you don't make any commitments, as long as you don't expect too much of each other.
That's funny, Dad. I had expected you to be mad
Don't
when I
interrupt
told
me,
you.
boy.
A couple of years ago, you used to worry if I
Don't
dated the same
sass
girl
me.
twice in a row.
Yes, Mother and I used to
When
worry
Vernon
about
gets so
you going
angry,
steady.
his toupee just starts to
Still
lift
do
up.
some,
Look how mother
you're
knows to
older
sit
now.
on the edge of the
and
couch
I
and
think
keep
that
her
you're better able
goddamn
to
mouth
cope with the
shut.
problems that go with going
She
steady.
learned that.
You played the field
Oh,
for 2
shut
or 3
up.
years,
What about that
Jeff.
sign language
Now
I taught
begin
you?
to settle on one girl. To date her
Son,
rather
do you hear
steadily for a
anything?
while. Of course, the first time you go steady, you don't expect it to be
Oh, the
permanent.
wind is really blowing tonight.
Shut
Mother and I
up.
went steady for quite a while.
The radio has a lot of static
Well, it
on it
wasn't the first
tonight.
time.
For some reason, I
either
felt
of us.
nauseous just now.
What your father means is
The
you'll
hand
likely
just
go
comes out of
steady
this
with
frame.
several different girls before you begin to think seriously about marriage.
Oh, well, who's
Son,
thinking
this-
about getting married?
The couch
A
seems to
lot
be
of young
talking.
people do actually drift into marriage without first finding out how they get along with more than just one person.
Oh.
This guy looks like the self-portrait that
think I
that guy
understand
draws of
better
himself.
Come on, Dad. Let's play some more checkers.
Oh, I guess I
Oh,
can
he's ready
skin you
for checkers
again.
now
Not this
again.
time.
King me? What?
All right, here we go.
There.
Oh, is
You
she
know,
going to say,
I think
hey,
this is gonna
your
turn out
boyfriend
all
called
right.
me?
Oh, I guess so. Marie,
What a
I
grouch.
don't know whether I ought to tell you, but
Oh.
Jeff asked me for a date.
What?
Naturally, I refused.
Did he say that? Well, he was just breathing heavy into the
You
receiver.
know, I think you ought to make a bargain with him. Make him promise not to date anyone else.
He did ask if I wanted to
How
open
do
for
I
him
know
on
I
tour.
don't
I
want
don't
to
know
date
what that
someone else
means.
myself?
See,
Well,
she wants
if
to
you
date
do,
someone
you can
else.
break up with Jeff.
I want to
Go
be a
steady with the
whore,
next
but I don't
fellow.
want him
Then
fucking
why go
anyone
steady
else.
at all?
I'm just so
Why
afraid
not
of his
circulate a
handgun.
little?
Besides, do you think we're old enough to go steady?
Why does your
Well,
brush handle
how
smell
old
like
should you
flounder?
be? Oh, you don't know how wonderful it is. Hal and I can
You
depend
guys
on
must have
each
had
other.
seafood last night. I didn't know your father was
I never
Jewish
have to
cooking
worry whether I'll
gefilte
have a
fish.
date. And it's so good to know that you belong to somebody.
Look at her
You
fucking
don't have to make
She
an
got some
effort to be at
tits
your
on her.
best all the time.
camouflaged under that.
Well, what about petting? I mean, I've heard you can get too deeply involved if you're going steady.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Some boys think they can take advantage of you if you date them more than a couple of times. It's natural when a couple
You know,
goes
like
steady that
16,
they're
17
closer
years?
together. But you have to know when to stop.
Somehow that doesn't sound the way I want it to be.
She wants to go all the way.
What?
Know when to stop.
Well, you live your own life. But if you take my advice, you'll get your man and you'll go steady.
Well, when he says he's
There.
out of dental
All
dams,
done.
that's when you
I'll
stop.
give you these things.
I wonder,
This looks fucking terrible.
do I have to decide?
What did she do to my fucking hair?
Can't I just
Betty
wait and
Boop.
see what happens?
I said a little off the sides.
Besides, I don't know how Jeff feels about all this.
Yeah. Why don't you talk to
Go
him?
steady for a while with several different girls.
Vinny Barbarino.
Enjoy it.
Sunday, Monday, happy
Learn
days.
about yourself and about
Just
different
singing in the
kinds of
mirror.
girls. But don't expect too much. Don't make any commitments. That makes
Punches the
sense.
mirror. Shut up! Shut up!
Drink your drink, then you're gonna go home, jerk off, and go to bed, and that's all you're gonna do.
Don't do it again.
Hi, Jeff. Come on in.
Oh, here
I
we are.
hope
Finally.
you're not busy tonight. I don't have anything planned, but I did want to say hello.
Do have a rod.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Do you have a
Wouldn't you
bag
wanna
of
play
lime
some
in the
records?
trunk of my
Sure.
car?
But first, I did have one thing planned. Would you like to go to the senior play with me next Friday?
I'd love to. Thanks for asking.
Oh.
It sort of helps if I can plan ahead.
She looks like
Yes.
an old lady.
I see.
It's so fucked
Looks
I'll
like
try
she
to ask
grows
you
up to
ahead
be
of
Rosie
time,
O'Donnell in a
sometime.
league of her own.
She's
And I'll
supposed
try
to
to
be
say
like
yes.
15.
Sometime. How about the records?
Sure. This is going to be fun.
Some records. Fucking Metallica.
Enter life!
The story hasn't answered all your questions, has it? Of course, each boy and girl face a different problem. What are the advantages and disadvantages of going steady? That was it? Didn't teach anything.
Well, you see, boys and girls, it leads to the devil's music.
I would, the lights would click on, and I'd be on my desk drooling. Now, that film was meant to, I don't know what they would, maybe health class.
Yeah,
I don't know where they would show something like that.
driver's ed.
Driver's said those were always, they played the old hamburger on the highway videos. When I was going to school, that's what they did. They didn't have new films of highway safety.
Right.
So they showed like shit from the 50s of accidents. Bill went out drinking that night, and it ended in tragedy. Try to find one of those old 50s driver's ed films.
I hope to God it's just the OJ Pursuit that pops up.
Oh God, yeah, just black and white.
Keep a car's length when in a
Yes.
minimal speed.
Always
pursuit.
leave yourself an out, just in case something goes wrong.
Have an extra AC in the car.
Right? Yeah.
Did you ever see the People versus OJ, the FX remake? Mm-hmm. And they cast Cuba Gooding Jr.
As the Jews.
as OJ Simpson.
It was terrible.
It was half of his size.
Yeah. He's a short guy, and he's Cuba Gooding Jr.
Right.
They're like, oh, it's OJ.
Right.
Should have just got an unknown guy.
Yeah, he's not a method
like
actor.
OJ.
But the best scene was when AC was in the car and they go, just tell him to pull over. He goes, you know who I got in this car? And everyone's like, Cuba Gooding Jr.? Yeah. It's not OJ.
It's not. I got the juice.
Right.
It's OJ.
Bringing him into the NYPD for questioning.
It was also John Travolta was in that too, right?
Oh yeah,
Shapiro.
Yeah. And
giant eyebrows on him, and just a ridiculous movie.
David Schwimmer was Robert Kardashian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back before, the kids. They had the kids in there.
Right.
Like, hi, Uncle OJ or Uncle Juice or whatever the fuck. Juice.
Well, Kimmy's in the back making Instagram stories.
Oh, here we go. We got one of those. These are great.
Series 2.
Driving tips. All right, we get it.
Alcohol in all forms is a depressant. It decreases the alertness and efficiency of any person.
Who chugs
It impairs
gin?
his judgment and his vision.
Only after a
Slows
few.
his reaction time and makes him overconfident. Anyone who has used alcohol should definitely not drive a car. If a driver has been drinking, he should let someone else take the wheel.
I love this guy's
Or he should call a taxi
tone.
or wait until all effects of the alcohol have disappeared.
Yeah.
You should definitely not pull
One of the
her
most
head towards your
hazardous
crotch
offenses
like
is that of
Aziz
driving
Ansari.
under the influence of an alcoholic beverage.
It's the afternoon.
Alcohol is absorbed very quickly into the blood and is easily detected.
It's like noon.
Alcohol and driving do not mix. Studies have
if you look
shown
at
that
this
a person
graph-
with only 1/7 of 1%
This is the amount of
concentration
fun
alcohol in his
without
blood
and
is
with
30
drinking.
times more likely to have a collision than a non-drinker.
So you'll
If
only
you
have a
drink,
little bit
do
of
not
fun when
drive.
you do
Yes.
this column.
Speeding is the #1 killer on our nation's roads. More
Raise
men,
the
women,
speed
and children
limit.
have been
Yeah.
killed on American highways than in all the wars of our
Look at that.
country's history.
There's no way a Plymouth goes up to 80.
Look at that old fucking rocket.
The
Nice.
basic speed rule is that you must always drive at a reasonable and safe
Did he
speed.
switch places with her?
In addition, some
Reasonable.
states post signs
Doing
along the
50 in a
roads with
neighborhood. How is
maximum
that?
speed limits,
The
which
speed
must
limit's
not be
50
exceeded.
on that road?
Different speed limits are usually enforced
That's
in
a speed
residential
trap. That's
and
not your
business
fault.
districts, and in special zones like schools, parks, and bridges.
Yeah.
They are established for maximum safety.
This
and
is
must
like
always
kind
be
of a
observed.
safety thing. Find one that's like, it's an old, honestly, I think Hamburger on the Highway educational film. Like if you put something like that.
And then find the one that says driving while drinking is fun.
It's fun. It's so satisfying when you pull into your driveway and you realize, hey, I won.
You wake up in your neighbor's house going, I must have bought his property.
Walk outside to drive your car the next morning and go, how did I park like that?
Find your horse in the driveway and say, I didn't know I worked Border Patrol.
I'm 3 feet away from the curb. Oh, I was always, you'd walk out the next morning and just go, oh my God. That's how I fucking park.
I can't believe I let
You
myself
found
drive.
one? Oh, yeah, here you go.
That's got to be in Detroit.
Oh, hi. Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
These vultures running to the scene of the accident.
This is the first TMZ video ever shot.
Yeah. There was no safety features in that car. That steering column went right into that fucking person's chest.
God.
These are the sounds of excruciating agony. There are
What is
no
it,
words
Opie show?
to describe agony.
That's the
There are
ocean in the
only
background.
sounds.
So no one else is talking? Or did they just mic up that guy's chest?
Something tells me they looped that.
This is not a pretty motion picture. It is not supposed to be.
God.
A
It
blood
has
match
only
is the
one
car
purpose:
color.
to cause you to take
I
time
wish we had
to
something
think
called the Jaws of Life.
whenever you set foot in any
Invented yet.
powered vehicle.
Why would
my
she drive from
God.
a
As a
dashboard?
passenger,
That's
you can
probably what
preserve
caused
your
the
own
accident.
life.
Well, she couldn't see
As
over the
driver,
dash.
You have the obligation of protecting your own life and the lives of many
Jesus
others.
Christ.
Every mile,
Blood doesn't even look
every
real.
hour, every minute, every second.
I don't think this has sound to it. I think that's fake.
This is this is the only. Oh,
Take
I don't think
time
it's supposed to bend
think.
that way.
Is that the
We
fucking?
shall
Look
say
at the
them again.
leg, his big fucking
They are
hatchet.
very important.
God.
But there is one word we have
Blood
not
looks
said
fake.
that is most
This is the
important of
only
all.
role a woman could get in the 50s.
That
was
word
just
An
is
accident.
you.
victim.
battered and beaten behind the
You must
steering wheel.
take
That's
time to think.
horrific.
The moral
may
of this
save your
film
own
is
life.
we shouldn't let women
It
drive.
can save the lives of others.
Is he sewing her
You
up?
are responsible for all of your actions and reactions
Jeez,
whenever
this
you're
camera guy
driving.
stay with her the whole fucking time. Pull that up.
Actually, the first TLC show.
Mechanized death. Holy mackerel.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Fucking squirts of blood.
Wow.
God, a little heavy on the death.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Ohio State Highway Patrol. Yeah.
Waiting for Christopher Reeves to be flying next to the car in this.
I know, it's fucking such uplifting music for mechanized death. Oh boy.
Our story starts with a logical beginning. The building of the finest
Building of a
roads
highway.
and
Wow, they're really
that
going
eminent
back.
engineers have ever developed.
Mining the metal for a car.
When the
You see, it's not
contractors
his fault. It was
performed
the
their work,
Industrial Revolution.
executing the plans of highly skilled specialists.
By the way, you
But
think
when
they're
you
all
come to
not
the
drunk
picture,
doing that?
Oh, I
too
know.
often
They
that
had to
word
be.
Yeah,
execution
this guy makes a penny
has
a week.
totally different
Agonizing
meaning.
sounds with them having to fucking go to work.
Here's the story of just one car.
It's like
in
the
that
sound
group.
of Iron Man in a cave.
The modern highway
family
is
was
allowed
taking a
for
trip
top
on a holiday
speeds of
weekend
80 miles
When
per.
suddenly, two total
Oh,
strangers
shit!
decided their
Oh, what is
The
that?
person's under the
One
tire.
stranger
No
was a very
way.
competent driver who pushed his truck over this stretch countless times in the past.
Oh my God.
It was
Whoops.
foggy that morning, and he was behind time.
It's like faces of death.
Jesus
The other
Christ.
stranger was death.
The other
He
stranger was
visited
dead.
both
What,
vehicles.
is this Al
The
Jazeera?
first
What channel
victim
is
was
this?
The driver who had violated a basic
What the
principle,
fuck?
driving too fast for conditions.
Ah.
The other
Yeah, really
victims were the
pan
parents.
out and get a survey
No,
of
this
the
is not a
mechanized
dream, not a
death for this
nightmare.
video.
This is real.
Oh,
And it's
shit.
true.
It looked like they unwrapped
parents are
mummies
with
and then
them
put them under
no
cars.
The children were the
Look at
sole
his burnt
survivors
penis.
of this mechanized death.
Could have all been avoided if he had just done 40.
Mechanized death never takes a
Mechanized
holiday.
death.
When you take time to think,
Yeah.
when you choose to live a little longer, you may also help another live his life to the full.
I don't care much about them.
I'm pretty sure they wrote Fast and Furious off of that.
The minds of men work in many wondrous ways. They devise many beautiful products.
Don't forget to show where they're going to die inside of these death traps.
For
These
use
things are just
and
just
abuse.
hulking metal things.
Ohio State Highway
No
Patrolman
safety.
put the story together.
Where's the
after
crumple
crash.
zone and airbag?
What if we put
He was an
wheels
uncontrollable
on this safe and then
driver.
let people drive in it?
He had been traveling over 100
He was
miles
cold.
an hour when he lost control of his hot little red
It's
convertible.
actually footage from a drive-in.
Desperately, he had jammed on the brakes,
How'd that
skidded
work out?
111 feet across the center strip into oncoming
I can already
traffic
tell they're not going to
eastbound.
support his neck.
Banking off the south berm,
Oh, I
he
think his
shot
brains
back
were coming
75
out.
feet
Oh, my
into his
God.
own lane and into the north ditch.
This wasn't in the
Then
grassy
Then
knoll,
back
was
across
this?
the
Was
other
it?
lane, he continued
Yeah, I
to
think his
skid
brains
once
are coming
again
out his head.
for
Oh my
another
God.
94 feet, where he hit the huge boulder.
Make sure you get him really
Whoa!
comfortable. What the fuck?
It's a boulder in the seat.
No one could have predicted a meteor shower that night.
Or was this Wile E. Coyote? What the fuck happened to this guy?
It was a Chevy Acne.
His remains were interred with the blessing of his church.
Yep, the blessing of his church. That'll happen.
It'd be great if the car was a
Speed alone
Roadrunner.
Need not
Just a
spell
fucking, just a boulder
It's what
in the
comes
front
with
seat.
Fucking boulder.
that kills.
Oh, well. Next. Oh,
Oh my
On
God.
expressways, you get all kinds of drivers. This boy thought he was pretty sharp.
It was pretty
He was,
sharp.
however,
Looks like that
he
door
had
was pretty
different
sharp.
attitude.
No shit. Holy
At
shit,
top
I guess it
speed,
rolled. Huh?
he
Can you
had
imagine being the composer for this
another
video,
car.
having to watch the videos
cut
and then
back into
decide
the
what
proper lane
mood
a
to
little
put people in
too
after
soon.
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Clipping the
Is that a
car
guy
into
like...
He lost control.
Lost control.
With his car in a
God.
rampage, he left the expressway, taking with him a huge exit sign posted along the thoroughfare.
He'll be paying for that one.
It was quite appropriate.
The bill was passed on to his family immediately
It was
after his death.
exit also.
Oh, it was his exit. Nice.
The engine
Holy
left
shit, the
car
engine is
intact
out of the fucking
at
car.
the time
Wow.
of impact. How?
Can you come identify your son
No one
and
will ever
exit
know.
13 on the turnpike,
Mute
please?
evidence to the fact that speed can produce bizarre effects.
Speed kills, man. Uh-oh.
Sir, are you awake? Sir?
Oh,
Sir?
Jesus.
Death.
Sir, the bar's closing.
Oh!
Oh,
Time to
I think that's a busted neck.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, a lot of white sheets they carried around back in those days.
Yeah.
Still,
It's a good thing
even
they
if
had
that
them
were
coming
not
from the
enough,
Klan meetings,
here's
because
another
otherwise we'd
good
run out with all the
example of
highway deaths.
overconfidence. The sort of details have to be recorded on film for the Highway Patrol's comprehensive report.
They don't have to be watched as
Here are
many
the
times
results
as they
of
are, but
speed
Yeah,
due
yeah.
to familiarity of the area.
The comprehensive report as they play it in
In a
the
35-mile-an-hour
in the
zone
roll call
on a
room.
two-lane highway, a young man
just
with his
closed
date
captioning
had
in
been
the
driving
locker
way too
room,
fast for conditions.
cleaning your gun.
Sure, he knew the area real well, but not that
Not well enough.
That well.
He simply missed a curve.
We're gonna
He
need
went
some
off the road,
copywriters for this
Yes.
video.
Car rolled over
Oh,
several
Even know what
times.
that was.
The gruesome details are now laid out.
why is everyone outside of their car?
The girl was critically
Are they all
injured,
flipping?
but remains alive.
Oh, he's still. Oh no, they're pulling him. I thought,
The
I thought
boy
he was
never
still
had
alive.
a chance to
That
be
guy made it.
remorseful about her or
The
himself
car came back down on him while he was kind
or
of
the
bent
one
over.
curve
Oh.
he had
Back.
forgotten about. There's an old popular saying.
I feel like this is just one dead guy, and they keep recreating his body at different
Thinking a new
scenes.
rack and throw him underneath it. Yeah.
However he lands.
Speed is a relative matter.
What do you think, Jim? Burritos tonight?
It's what comes with it that kills.
The gallows humor. Yeah, these guys just saw some crazy shit.
Many recent
Speed measured by aircraft, and then the plane crashed into the car.
Extend safety for others in their traffic.
Quite an ironic tragedy.
At that plane, had only been going 2 knots instead of 3. He would have survived.
Match his speed and measure his speed up or slow down.
I would love for the narrator to just get like Nam flashbacks watching that helicopter.
Checked by stopwatch leaves small possibility for
There you go. Take the
differences of
stopwatch,
opinion
and then they hit it
variations
again,
of
and then they do some math, and
There just
yeah.
isn't any doubt. No one can argue with the constant
That doesn't even look like
relationship
he's going that
of
fast.
time
No.
and
Also, that helicopter does look like it's going down.
They don't have
air to ground
Stabilization.
Stabilization
information
gimbal on that
instantly
fucking thing.
to others charged with
You were
the
speeding. Pull
responsibility
over.
of the greatest good. for the
Cop just
greatest
gets split in half by the car.
Oh,
tough, Buster. You
it's a
had it.
black guy. They just pull him out of the
All
car.
voiced communications on this matter can be monitored and taped.
Well, we only use the most modern
precisely
equipment.
the same as were your own words.
Listen to our reel-to-reel,
Making
the
your
sounds
own
of death.
Every one of these troopers must just had post-traumatic stress.
Right.
They're just pulling bodies out of cars constantly back then.
Why are you on this highway? Biden's got his drones going up and down.
This sounds a little wacky, the music for...
Composer got bored for sure. Bob, can you take it a little fucking seriously?
I was driving and I hit a pole. Yes, I did. Oh.
Ain't you rabbit is gonna have a surprise when he gets in this car.
Ooh, you done ruined my car, you darn rabbit.
Which way did it go? Which way did my
This
head
boy
go?
was in the pink. High as a kite.
Oh, because he's drunk.
High as a
Yeah,
kite.
This is drunk music. This is Gino Bisconti's soundtrack.
He said it was social drink.
Look at this
Just a
guy.
couple of beers with the boys.
You drinking tonight? Why, are you buying?
Blow
Later,
into this
he proved it to be
heroin
otherwise.
balloon to see how high you are.
A balloon. Oh, it's
The
a
sound of anyone's name is always music to his ears, except when it's called out in court. And you know you are wrong.
Now what happened, Mr. Bisconti, was you didn't choose happiness.
Well, you Jew. Why were you driving on that road, Jew?
Operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating
Looks like a
liquor.
Borscht Belt comic.
This offense is contrary to 4511.19 of the Ohio Revised Code. How do you plead to the charge?
Go fuck your
Really,
mother.
Your Honor.
Pal.
Officer Martin, what is
The
the
whole
report
store
in this
got the
case?
flu.
This is my case, Your Honor. This arrest was a result of an accident that occurred on Highway
Mr.
13
Estrogen?
just south of Mansfield.
That's why you couldn't
Approximately
drive,
2
sir.
a.m.
You
Saturday.
talk like Joe Biden.
Mr. Samuels was driving
Thanks,
north
man.
on 13, passed a truck over the yellow line, and struck another northbound vehicle in the rear.
Damn.
Mr. Samuels had a strong odor of alcohol in his breath, and after giving him coordination tests at the scene,
It sounds like
he was
Tom
then taken to
Cassidy.
the patrol post
What was his
where he
blood
given an
alcohol? I wanna hear
oximeter test. Color change took 19 seconds. This indicates intoxication. Mr. Samuels was then placed under arrest for driving while under the influence of alcohol. Mr. Samuels, this is a most serious traffic offense. The laws of
You're
Ohio
fined
provide that you may be
$5
fined up to $500
Taking your
and
keys
sentenced
for
to 6
10
months in
minutes.
jail.
Now we're off to the bar for happy hour.
You'll be fined
now they'll all go out
$500
for a
and that you'll be
drink.
sentenced to 30 days in jail.
30
I'm going
days.
to suspend $250
Look at him
of the
gripping his
fine
hat
and
like he's gonna ask
27
for
of the days in
fucking
jail
spare change.
and put you on probation for 1 year.
What?
In any time during that 1 year, if you violate the rules of the probation,
We will
the
say
sentence
naughty,
and the
naughty.
suspended fine will be put into effect immediately. I am also suspending your license for 1 year. Now, do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Bailiff, call the next case.
O.J. Simpson. Hello, Twitter world. All right. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, they used to play those for us.
Yeah.
In the 70s. Like they just didn't have new films.
It's the
I guess
best.
they didn't have new Carnage to show, so they'd show us the old Carnage.
It's the best home movies I've ever seen.
Oh, they're awesome. Fucking, you just pop those on anytime. Get a little highlight for the evening of watching dead people fried out of giant hunks of metal.
Yeah. Why did everyone from the 60s need therapy? Well, you see the videos that we used.
Yeah, this is what we had to watch in school.
Right.
That was our critical race theory. Was watching wrecked vehicles. It's so fucked up because like those old cars, you would think they were built like brick shithouses.
Sure.
Just fucking metal. And I guess they didn't have any energy dispersing technology.
Right.
So all of that energy of those big vehicles hitting something went into your body.
This is
and
our
just, like fucked you up. So now you'll see cars that look like someone should have died in it because the front's all fucking crushed and stuff. But they're made to crush in certain areas. Of course, the airbags help a lot.
Right.
It's just kind of amazing how technology got better as far as the safety goes. And no one wore seatbelts back then. Those flipped cars, like they always end up underneath the fucking thing because they're not wearing seatbelts. Seatbelt, those are for.
You're supposed to drive in it, you numbskull.
Right, what are you doing? Why do I need a seatbelt? I'm going to stay here for the entire duration.
This is actually just a sales pitch for the new Ford accordion.